Today I'm going to offer a guided meditation, especially for analytical thinkers, skeptics, people who have not had a lot of success with trying out meditation in the past, to try to give you a taste of what deeper practice can be like. So I want to invite you to find a comfortable position, and the trick here is to really find a way of putting your body that feels easeful, that feels like you're not efforting, like you're not working hard. And this can be surprisingly difficult. Often, when we sit down, we are leaning forward, hunching, we're holding our shoulders up in some way, we're tensing our jaw or our gut, or there's some way that we are clenching some muscle. So I invite you to really just try to find some way where you can just fully relax. And just do kind of a quick little scan down your body to just notice, are you holding tension anywhere? Are you clenching anywhere? Are you working anywhere? And just see if you can let all that relax. Because we really want to be setting up the body as the foundation for successful exploration here. So there's nothing kind of often in our culture we have this sense of like no pain, no gain, and here there's really little benefit in that at the beginner level. We really just want to set the body to be easeful so we can focus on other things. So I invite you to close your eyes if you like, or just kind of gently soften your gaze. And you can place your hands on your lap or on your thighs or knees, whatever feels comfortable again. And just begin to slow down, to really arrive in this moment. So you probably have lots of thoughts in your head from wherever it is you're coming from, whatever you were doing. It's okay to have those. We really want to come into this with an attitude of non-judgment. You're not doing anything wrong. You don't have to do this perfect. So I'm going to offer you an anchor, a place to put your attention. I want you to zoom in your awareness onto your nose. So imagine you have a flashlight of awareness that you can point where you're putting your attention. I want you to zoom that in to your nostrils. So usually we have one nostril or the other that is kind of more open in that moment. And so see if you can identify which one it is. It's okay if it's both. And focus all your attention on that nostril. Like your whole world is that nostril. And this is called anapana breath. So you don't have to change your breathing. Just breathe normally as best you can. But really notice as if the only thing in your world is the air going in and out of this nostril. Now, a good test to see if you're really concentrating here is you'll probably notice the air is a different temperature, subtly different on the in-breath versus the out-breath. Now notice as you're trying to focus on the nostril, if other parts of your body have gone rigid. Are you squeezing somewhere to stay focused? So again, the goal here is to stay as relaxed as possible and focused at the same time. My Zen teacher once told me, imagine that you are driving a car at night. You're trying to stay relaxed and calm, but you're also alert. So you don't want to be getting sleepy here. You want to really have a focused, alert mind without holding tightly that you have to do this right. You have to get some important insight. There's really no goal with this type of meditation. There's not a goal of, I want to become serene, I want to become calm, I want to become enlightened. It's really just about exploration and curiosity. I want to examine reality. What is reality like? So you get a first-hand experience of that, not just what some holy book told you, or a priest, or an authority figure, but you are examining this yourself. You're discovering what is true about reality at a more fundamental level. And you're using this nostril as the anchor point. That's kind of the center. It's like a solid rock amidst a storm. Right? There might be a storm around you of thoughts and feelings and even things, from your past or worries about the future that are just appearing, and your goal is just to stay focused on this solid rock. That's the nostril. So this first stage is called concentration meditation or focus meditation. And it's a type of meditation that's really just meant to quiet the mind, to calm you down, not necessarily for the sake of feeling better, but to turn down the volume on the thinking mind that's always throwing out thoughts. What about this? What about this? Don't forget this. We want to turn the volume down on that so that we can turn the volume up on the deeper aspects of reality, deeper truth. Because if the mind's always chattering, we can't hear anything else. So just noticing when thoughts come up, anything about the past or the future, because those don't actually exist for real. You can't touch them. But the present moment, you can smell, you can taste, you can feel. The present moment is where the most truth is. So that's what we're after here. Focusing on the nostrils so we can stay in the present moment. That's the purpose of that solid rock in the storm. To stay right here, right now, and examine this moment, which is always the only true moment. This is your only true opportunity to examine reality. Reality as it actually is, not the stories in your mind, not the imaginations, but actual reality is right here, right now. It's always only right here, right now. So focus on the nostril as a way of anchoring yourself. And when the mind goes away, it's okay, you haven't done anything wrong. Just gently bring your focus back to the nostril. So I'm going to leave you in silence for a minute to just practice that. So again, the goal of this type of breathing, this type of meditation, is to turn down the volume on the thoughts. You're never going to stop them. That's just how the human brain works. It keeps popping up new thoughts. But by turning down the volume, you're softening them. You're creating spaciousness. And in that spaciousness, that's where we can go into a second stage of meditation, insight meditation. So here, as you've been staying with the nostril, the breath, you've been noticing thoughts come in, maybe noticing emotions arise, feelings, sensations. I want you to examine, what is the thing that is doing the noticing? Notice how you are not your thoughts, because you are able to observe the thoughts appearing. Notice how you don't choose the thoughts. Here you are focusing on the nostril, then a thought appears. So you, the true you, is observing that happen. There's a thought. And you, the true you, has control over where you direct the awareness. You can choose to open that thought, unpack it, follow it. Where does that thought lead to another thought, another thought? Or you can notice the thought and say, that's a thought. Let it pass by and come back to the breath. So once you've quieted the mind, then you can begin to examine this landscape. What's actually going on here? What is the true you that is distinct from the thoughts and the emotions? What is I? What is the I that is examining the thoughts and choosing where the awareness falls? And I can't tell you the answer. This is the purpose of deeper meditation, to examine this. What is actually going on here? What is actually happening in deeper reality? What is the true self? So just check that out for a while. Stay focused on the nostril as your anchor. And just notice how it is you're observing thoughts appear and choosing where you put your awareness. Again, it's very normal for distractions to appear. You're not doing anything wrong. Your job is just to really be present in this moment. What is actually happening? Where are thoughts coming from? Did you choose them? What is you? You're not figuring this out. It's not, the analytical mind can't just logically come up with the answer. That's the purpose of this, to get into the experiential space where you can have the first-hand experience of subjectively examining this. So I invite you to keep practicing so that you can come up with your own answers. You can figure out the truth from your actual experiential perspective. What's going on here? That's why I meditate. invite you to practice. And in my view, consistency is more important than length of time. So see if you can get in a little practice every day. I wish you luck, and I'd love to hear from you if you have any questions or you want to share your experience with us. And I wish you a nourishing day.